Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Cropper here. Concerning Cropper Lyceum, as of right now, I think that I'm not going to try to open it again this fall, because it's been too hard to get full-time parents together to think that I can do it the next 4 or 5 months. I believe I could, I just don't want to put in all that effort. So I'm going to work on just learning more about curriculum and stuff, and a Mr. Cropper Jr. will be on the way eventually. Soon, I should say. We'll be walking around causing trouble within 2.5 years, something like that. Mr. Cropper Jr., when he's reading and stuff, that will make it absolutely impossible for parents to say that I don't have any skills. Not that they've said that, but it's just that they have no evidence to think that I have any teaching skills. And I don't have very good teaching skills. I've got to develop them. So I also need an infusion of money when the school starts, probably from tuition payments from parents. But assuming that it needs a larger infusion of money than the tuition would give, in other words, assuming that it's going to take more than the first year to pay it off, there's going to have to be some money come from somewhere outside, which will have to be saved in the meantime. So I want to say to all of you, some of you have said you're going to get a second job and send me all your money from a second job. I appreciate that. I'm glad no one's sending that yet, because I don't have a school open, as I keep saying. But I should like you to have a mayonnaise jar, put your spare change in it, and when I say to you, I've got 9 kids, and anyone who wants to invest, now is the time. Anyone who wants to contribute, now is the time. We need a building, we need some advertisements, blah blah blah. But I just want to say, put a little jar away for a contribution to it. Might open this fall, might open next fall. How much do I need? Anywhere from $1 to $10,000 would help. So I want to concretize for you the amount of contribution that I got last fall. In about a 3-month period, I got about $500. And I greatly appreciate every penny that you sent. There were 2 contributions of $100, a contribution of $50, a contribution of $40, and then some others. Altogether about 12 contributions, totaling about $500. What's that, an average of 60 or something a piece? So I really appreciate that. You sent me that on a wing and a prayer, and you know, 350 went to newspaper advertisement at the beginning of the whole shenanigans. So that, and then well over $100 to school supplies and stuff, and then the rest on books. Even though it was spent on other miscellaneous things as it came in, because the money came in slowly from individual people every week. I would get 1 or 2 you know, things. So I appreciate that. Don't send me anything unless you want to send me, you know, just on behalf of the fact that Mr. Cropper does videos. You know, I'll always take money, go to Cropper Lyceum and contribute. But if you want to contribute to the school, I would say, and if you really think it's an important project, you believe it could work, you want to be part of helping it make it happen, put a little mayonnaise jar to the side and put a $1 bill in it every day or whatever. When I can show you a video of 7 kids, you know, reciting the alphabet or listening to a story about the Great Pyramids or something like that, when I can give some proof to you that it's on the way, that it's happening, then I'll ask for contributions in earnest, as I did before. The reason I can't say I'm going to try it right now again is just one single factor. I don't want to put up with all the paperwork again. I registered 2 businesses last year. I registered the Lyceum last summer, and the restaurant that I tried to open in the winter, this winter, including January, February, and I let all of my business license lapse because I thought we might move to California, which turns out we decided we're not going to. So I have to start all that over again. I have to wade through all of it. The first time through it, I said, this is crazy. And the second time through it, registering the restaurant, I said, this is crazy. And now I have to do it a third time. You have to go to the state government, the local government, the federal government, and the IRS. Those 4. And you've got to do all kinds of different things with all 4 of them. It took several weeks. It's just too much. So I want to be really sure that I've got the parents together, and I've got the potential to actually open it before I register the name and stuff all over again. As it is, I'm a tutoring service. Don't have any students right now. I'm just not working hard enough on trying to get them. I'm sort of afraid that if I go out there and put a lot of effort into getting a few tutoring students, I'll have like I had the young lady, and I had to spend 2 hours preparing any given lesson that took an hour to go through. Only took 20 minutes of our hour together to go through. She was withdrawn and put into paid preschool because her grandmother said she wanted a little more social interaction with her daughter. I can't blame that one bit. I don't think social interaction is the purpose of school, but Americans think it is. So be it. We're going to have a group of kids together to do it. So over the next year, I'm thinking the fall of 2009. Now, I preserve the right to open the school in the fall of 2008 if I, over the summer, get the parents and students together. In fact, my landlord has mentioned an interest in going in on the school with me, getting a place, renting a little house or something in a business zone, and doing a kindergarten in a house. We'd have a kitchen and everything right there, and a yard and all kinds of stuff. So we've talked about that to do this fall. It's not off the table, but I want to concentrate on something. And I think one more year here, getting to know people and getting more curriculum nailed down and learning more is fine. And I should like to work on a book. At least get the basic start to it. And if I'm going out knocking on doors 2 or 3 times a week and preparing material to knock on doors and inviting people over to my house for a weekly seminar and education, and if I'm doing all that, which is in my plans, if I'm going to open the school this fall, got to get the parents together, and those are some of my ideas for how to do it. If I'm going to be doing all that, I can't be concentrating on anything else really. And I'm just skeptical that I'm going to be able to get the students and the parents together. In time, I have no doubt but that it'll work, but it's just not happened yet. The parents aren't interested in education. They think that school is for socializing the students, the kids. So anyways, that's my plan for now. I'll be making probably more videos than if I dove back into the education project and tried to get a bunch of parents converted to my views. Probably making a few more videos, and the book that I'll be working on, I haven't really decided yet. Someone said write about what you know, and I should like to write a book that someone could read 100 or 200 years from now and get something out of it. I don't want to write a book that'll expire with the times. That's a great aspiration. I don't know if I'll be able to do that, but I should like to try. And someone said write about what you know, and I should think if I can say something about Russia, Soviet Union, the USSR, that would be good, because that was my first real education. That was the first thing I really learned in depth about, was Soviet Russia and totalitarianism at large, including Nazi Germany, but mostly Soviet Russia. So is there any philosophical perspective I have on that I could give? And that is what I'm looking into, making notes on, thinking about, ruminating on. Just wanted to let you know the update on Cropper Lyceum. A tutoring situation right now. I'll accept contributions if you care to send them, but probably you should wait until I tell you we're opening the school, and then I should hope you'll be able to send as much as you can.